If you're married, when your mother visits you and your wife and anything happens, you stand up for your wife. Love isn't proven in words, it's proven in how you stand beside her, even if it's uncomfortable. You're a husband, so act like one.
Hello guys, to all my little Fumi Nation girls, 15, 16, that I keep on seeing, kissing your little boyfriends around. I hope that you are using protection. I do. And I wish that you were in school or you were doing something with your talent, because all of you are talented. Because the second you get pregnant, you see all that lovey-dovey kissy-wissy is gone. And you're going to be a single mother sooner than later. I promise you, he will not be there the way you think that he will be there hugging and kissing you right now. I see it all the time, and I want better for you. Go to school. Go and finish your career. Do something. Stop standing around these corners kissing these boys, thinking that you're special, thinking that he loves you. He doesn't even know what love is. The second you get pregnant, whoosh, that's it. Another life for you. My darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time. So, my darlings, we are on, I think I can comfortably say, the finale of our wonderful Angolan sister Patricia, who encountered a very disturbing and dark experience with her Dutch partner that happened, I think, last year. It only was brought to my attention this year, and it was just awful. I've done 2 episodes because you were so passionate about it also, and you wanted to know the whereabouts and the update of what happened to Patricia and her baby boy. I think it was a baby boy. Needless to say, for those of you that are stopping by for the very first time and don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick recap. Fumi Nation sent me a very dark video of a woman that had just had a baby. The baby was sitting in a little cot and the child was weeks old. She was from Angola, and we had about 4 policemen in a residence with a female policeman, and there was a man who turned out to be her partner filming this sordid ordeal, and they dragged her out and she was forced to leave her baby behind.
Okay, I just had an operation. Yes, I just had an operation. Yeah. He says that I have the right to stay. Association say you can call the association. They are the one that told me. He has no right to put me out of the house. Only to you guys.
Maar als je hier niet ingeschreven
yes,
staat
I
in
know.
de gemeente,
that is the
dan heb je geen recht om hier te wonen.
The associatie heeft mij gezegd.
Because I told them.
Yeah.
So far,
they are helping here to me.
He's registered in this house, and that
he's not registered in this house also.
Well, he's registered in this
Where is
house.
it? Where is it?
What?
He's not, we are both not registered here. Yeah?
No, meneer. Is dit de tas die je mee wil nemen?
And not even, I just picked that up. I was putting my deodorant. It is my deodorant is here.
Ja, maar pak even de tas en
I
spullen.
have 2 field dingen to pack.
Ja,
I just brought it from
home.
But I just want to pack the baby.
Luister,
yes,
je pakt nou het brood nodig en dan morgen met de advocaat ga je dit regelen.
No
Dan gaat vanavond
problem,
je oplossen.
we're gonna go together.
You are not going to go with the baby.
Yeah, but the baby cannot stay. He cannot take care of the baby. I cannot put my baby's life on risk because you guys are just telling me to do so. I'm sorry.
You are taking the baby's life in a risk with your behavior. Yes. Yeah? Talk some facts, man. Please.
Welk spul wil je meenemen? Anders gaan we daar naar buiten begeleiden.
I'm just calling my brother to see if he can come.
You cannot pick him up.
They can,
So we are done with arguing. You can pack the stuff now.
and the baby
If you
has
are
no
not packing
rights to
stuff
stay
now, we
here.
are going to help you outside our room.
No.
Okay. Can you start for?
Ma'am, wait.
We are gonna help you.
Put me. Look what you're doing.
Yeah, look what you are doing.
Yes, humble again.
Back my baby. Back my baby.
I cannot leave my baby. I cannot leave my baby. Hey!
Back by the boat, back by the boat, please. Back by the boat.
Kom naar de grond. Naar de grond, kom.
Look what you are doing to yourself, man. Look what you are.
Yeah. So if something happened to my child, this is the police guys. They are all here. Because the babies, they say that the baby is gonna stay with him. So yeah, if there is something happened to my baby, I'm going out of this house right now. And yeah.
Omdat je eigenlijk niet kan dragen, daar moet je gaan vertellen.
Ja, omdat jij niet kan dragen.
Ultimately, somebody with some common sense, knowing that this partner could not take care of the child went up and became a child of the state. Needless to say, that was how she came back out, pleading with her embassy to help her. She had no papers, and so she was trying to get her baby back. She was trying to get some support.
Miguel's mother. I come this way, first of all, to thank the Consulate General of Angola in the Netherlands and everybody for all the support, for all the love that I've been getting. And I would like to clarify that I don't have my baby. My baby is taken away from me by the Dutch government, and I'm still fighting to get my baby back. And I would like to ask for help, yes, financial help for the lawyer, to help to pay the lawyer. And yes, I'm in war. We are in war. We are in all of this together. And once again, I would like to thank everybody.
And I wept. It is so sickening that I throw up. I throw up and I can't sleep. And I toss and turn all the time. If I could adopt every single child, I would. I really would. And it shifted when I had Adrian. Hold on, excuse me. It's I'm angry because I hear about my sisters in foreign countries and they're alone. I wept because I knew that this kind of thing happens a lot to our African sisters. A lot of our African sisters, a lot of black sisters also. You think that marrying white, you're marrying up. That is rubbish. That is an ideology that I do not want you to have. If your man loves you, start there. It has to be colorless. If your man loves you, that's the man that you marry. Whether he's short, whether he's poor, so far as he has a good heart, he comes from a good family. From a good family. You go and see his family members. Then that is who you marry. But to say that you want to marry white because I am somebody, I am this, I am that, you're going to have a rude awakening. And apparently this is what kind of happened with Patricia. I'm not saying that Patricia went out to marry white, but Patricia did not do her background check. And when I tell you do your background check, I am talking about make sure that you have your papers. Make sure that you can have a job there. Needless to say, we also heard from her useless, worthless, excuse human being of a waste of space, as far as I'm concerned. Because anybody Anybody, you do that to the woman that you claim that you love. You bring police, you know she doesn't have papers, you know she doesn't have family, she doesn't have friends, she doesn't have support.
First of all of this situation, it didn't happen because I want to take Miguel away or something. All of this happened because I just wanted to find the best solution for my family. After all, it was not me, but the government that fucked up this whole situation. Let's put that on first. But still, till the day of today, I'm fighting with my woman to have our son back. And it's hurting both of us, you know. I lost my son. My wife lost my son. Police put us up against each other. And that whole evening, what happened, I don't have to tell it on internet, but all I need to tell is that I was the one trying to keep my patience. I started to panic and I didn't want to escalate the situation. So I thought maybe if I call the police it will calm down the situation. But instead of that it calmed down, they put me in front of fucked up shit, that they beat up my woman and that they took away my child. And it's never ever the intention if you call the police that they beat up your woman or something. What the fuck? Who wants that? Nobody. I thought they will come with a solution or something, but no, they didn't. They made it a whole scene from it. But now I'm still together with Patricia, fighting against this government that's doing this to the both of us. Because we are sitting here in this audio next to each other. And first of all, it's also like people are thinking wrong about me on the internet. I'm in this fight together with Patricia, together against this government. I'm not the one fighting against Patricia. The government is fighting against Patricia. We are holding each other's hand now because we are desperate and, you know, we need help in this one. Because this government, they are using all these powers to take our baby away. Our baby that we had made with love, that we all both wanted, you know. We love our baby.
I know me, and Patricia give you that advice. Plan and leave this human being. Sorry, excuse for a human being. I could never live with you after this. I could never. You're just a sperm donor. I would take my child and I will never come back. The other day I was really thinking about it. Patricia, where were you after giving birth to this baby? Where were you? Where were you staying that you felt the need to leave that place to now move in with this guy? Where were his family members who should have been happy that they were now aunties and uncles and grandparents to this child? Where were they? You did not do your background check. That was why this buffoon could have the audacity and temerity to do what he did to you. I wish you make the mistake and come to Africa. Just come to Africa so that we can treat you the way you treated our younger sister. From there on, we now had some sort of a happy ending because she was reunited with her baby and she was there crying because I think trauma, because, you know, for me, it really goes deeper. And this boy is a young boy. He's not a man. I don't think he has a job. I don't think he has savings. I don't think he's anything of repute. He's just a Dutch boy. And he said it, that he called the police to help him. That tells you that the parents are absent. And that tells you that he's not raised from a good family. Because anybody, any woman that raises a man to call the police on your wife, you know what? I got questions. He doesn't come from good people. How about that? Needless to say, she was there crying, and I thought about it. I said to myself, she might still be traumatized, and she was breastfeeding this child. This child was taken away from her for how long? They would have to give the child formula or somebody else's breast milk to continue because the baby had grown so much by the time she had seen the baby.
Oh my love, it's Mama. This is how we greet, you remember?
Yes.
Oh, I missed you so much. My love, you've grown. You are so big. Look at you. Oh, and there's Papa here. Oh my God. He's grown so much. Oh, I'm so sorry that he cannot see you grow, baby. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. Hey, my love. Hey, baby. I'm so happy to see you. Wow, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I love you. I love you so much. You smell so good. I miss this smell. Beautiful. Love you. Get mama and papa.
To my utmost disgust, the partner was there, hugging the baby, hugging her. In fact, the baby gave him some kind of side eye before he said, no, you know what, let me go back to my mama. You don't love that baby. And I'm talking to the partner. You don't love that baby. You know why? Because the baby needed the mother to feed for comfort. You took that from him to spite the mother. In so doing, you also hurt your child. They were dragging your wife out. And you say, look at what you've done to yourself. That's all that you could gumption from your senseless, empty head. Anyway, like I said, Fumi Nation was out here full force in these streets. Well, I trust you. I'm not even surprised. And we have an update from Patricia. And this is what Patricia had to say. Patricia was never married to that man because I was nervous. I was praying to God Almighty that she did not go back to this fool. Apparently she has not. So this is what we got here. Patricia was never married to that man. She lives in France and he from the Netherlands. She broke up with him because of his bad behavior. He called the police because he thought they were going to arrest her and give him the baby. But it was a shock to him that the baby became the state property. What did I say? What did I say? Because you see, there are some white folks out here. There are some white men that only want that mixed baby. You got to be very careful who you really date out here in these streets. And for those of you that are saying, oh, you know, it's these white men, we have our black brothers too. We even had a guy said, keep the black brothers out of the chat. How can I keep the black brothers out of the chat when you beat up us women so badly? And let me reiterate, it's not only black women. I'm for all women. I stand for all women. For black, for white, for old, for young, for those that cannot fight for themselves. I stand for all women because you see, there are men, not all, there are men out there that weaponize power, weaponize money, and they weaponize because they know that you don't got nobody. Well, guess what? That's going to change real quick because Fumi Nation is out here in these streets. I digress. But it was a shock to him that the baby became the state property. She doesn't have papers in both countries. That is what he used against her, plus fear. She accepted his offer to stay with him and also to register the baby with his home address. My sisters, all around the world, I want you to understand something. I want you to really understand something. You see, European countries, they have their laws. You have to respect their laws. They have put their own country in order. They have done their own for their own country. They cannot be overloaded and flooded because you are coming to theirs to now benefit from what their own countrymen benefit. I don't want to run deep because you know I can. And I know that majority of European countries have robbed African countries and enslaved our forefathers. I will get there in another subject. I'm not afraid to talk about those uncomfortable conversations. What I'm saying is that we need to get our own African countries in order. so that we don't have our women running from frying pan to fire. Because if you can't get it together in Africa, you cannot now be a burden in another country, because they're not ready for that. Because we have them coming on boats. Yes, my brothers and sisters, you're on boats. So you now want to fall into the system. But they don't have enough. They're overloaded. The NHS, they're understaffed. So that is why they're bringing doctors and lawyers from other countries. I told you the other day, even if you don't have any experience in the medical field, you can come as caregiver. I want you to have an opportunity to leave if you have to. But as you are going, be mentally, emotionally, physically prepared. Be prepared to learn the language. Be prepared to understand the culture. Be prepared to know that you are black. You are black. You are black. Whether you are American, whether you are anything, you are black. And be prepared to work. Find yourself a job. Find yourself even a hostel where you can stay with other Africans, with other black. Start there. The worst thing you want to do is to have a baby, because they can take the child from you. Because this little beautiful innocent baby was in a hot mess. My parents are fighting like senseless fools. For sure, my father. And my mother doesn't have her papers. And you brought me into this world under these conditions. The state took me away. And you are very lucky, because the baby could have found himself in another family that want to adopt. Be careful, because when you have a child, your love, your focus will change. You will not know it until it's too late. Be very careful. I am so happy that she has gone to France. I will find out for you. Fumi Nation, please drop it in the comments. For those of you that are in French, working in French embassies, for the French consulate, let me see what I can do. Patricia, you speak to me privately. Let me see if I can get you your papers in France. If you want to stay in France, let us see what we can do for you and your child. Let us see whether we can send clothes to you. Let us see whether we can find a place for you to stay, so that you are safe. So that way you don't beg, you don't steal, you don't run into another man who will now manipulate you because you need help and assistance. Let us see what we can do for you. The French are very understanding people, and they do give papers out and visas for different conditions. But you will have to work, learn their language, and know that you want to stay and raise your son to be a French citizen, because there are laws. There are laws. She accepted his offer to stay with him and also to register the baby with his home address. Once she felt okay to go back to France, he called the police on her, because that's the father. Because he did not trust you whether you were going to come back. Nothing else. She had no previous fights while she was at his home healing. She wanted to go back to France. He felt threatened. She said he was jealous of her and the baby. And out of nowhere, he called the police. Yes, she is back with the baby. Yes, she still doesn't have her papers. And yes, he wants the custody. But we all sent your videos to Patricia. And she heard you, Auntie. The pressure of so many people speaking up for her and the video going viral, he felt embarrassed, and they gave her back the baby. So the system, this thing blew sky high. Again, it was from last year. And so they were pressured to give her back her baby. Thank you so much, Auntie. Your words are wisdom. She knows about you and your videos. She's back in France. I thank God for that. So I wrote underneath, oh, this is wonderful news. Give her my email address and tell her to get in touch with me, fumidesaluvold@gmail.com, for those of you that want it. I can send clothes to her for the baby, and let's figure out how we can get her papers in France. Send her my love and tell her Fumi Nation stands behind her. And so you did. You went on. The wonderful power of social media to support what is right. At this point, she should keep a video vlog every day to keep in touch with her new community. The acting in the final video by the man shows a compromise. Hard negotiations are needed with her having a good lawyer. Unfortunately, she had to learn the rules of having a child abroad late and might not be able to leave the country with her baby. She must play the game. Yep, now and build safety measures for her child's sake. And that is what I believe. I believe that it's very easy to sit down in the comfort of all of our sitting rooms, our bedrooms, our homes, our countries, our citizenships, and just throw out advice. That space where she was hugging her child, maybe that was where the baby was staying, and she had not physically, legally left even the building. So she was so overwhelmed that it came out in tears. You do not know what it can be abroad. You don't know. On top of that, you're in a hostile situation. We have our next Fumi Nation sister out here saying, I'm glad to hear she reunited with her baby. I hope she gets in touch with Fumi. All the best to her. I hope she receives justice for what was done to her. Then Fumidesaluvold, you're awesome. You're one of the realest content creators. Amen. What is she doing about the police mishandling her? We don't know, darling. Once she has left, we don't know. And maybe it is hard because, again, each country has their laws. And as far as I'm concerned, there is some justice. You know why? Because those police did not know that they would be on social media the way that they are. And let them feel all of the shame, especially that female officer. It goes on. Thank you, beautiful sister. We go on to say, I am also from the Netherlands, and I can tell you, she better lawyer up good. The police behavior doesn't surprise me anymore. Luckily, not all of them are like that. It's crazy that cop was punching her in the stomach when she told them that she had had a C-section. You have to be careful when you have kids with men. You have to be careful, my darlings. That's what I keep on telling you. Be careful across the board. We hear the horror stories all over. Be very careful, because your children no longer in essence become your children. They really do not. You've got to be careful. Make sure that you got your money. Make sure that whatever country you can go there legally, or you can go there with a job waiting in place. Why? Because things like this would not happen to you, or there will be some, it will be to a certain level. And I'll say it again, when you reach any country, reach out to your embassy. Reach out to your embassy so that they know that you are there. I am so happy that, Patricia, you are back in France. You reach out to me, let me see what I can do for you. Fumi Nation, we are fantastic. There are doctors, there are lawyers. It is a global community. Maybe there's even a French Fumi Nation out there that can help you. I almost had a Paris meet and greet, and I intend to further down. I was in the Louvre in Paris, and I was looking at the Mona Lisa when somebody shouted out, Fumi Nation.
Oh my God, that's so amazing.
That is how big this reach of Fumi Nation are. We are strong women and we stand for women. And let me also add to you that what is delayed is not denied. Patricia, this is not the end of your story and the stories of so many other women. It's not the end. It is just a lesson learned. And now you know better. And from this you will grow and you become much better people. I will never chastise you. I will not. Because I know what it is. And I know what it is to fall in love with the wrong man. It's happened to me too. And I learned from it. And our brothers out there, our white, our black, our European brothers out there, trust and believe when I tell you, you don't act right, I will be here to expose you for everything that you are, because it's a shame on Netherlands. It's a shame on the Netherlands that this happened in your country. And I say that because of everything. I know not all men are like that, but the police to behave like this, What a shame. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Let me take my luggage. Let me take my luggage and let me get up out of here. I only go where I am loved and respected and appreciated. And always know that you got your home. Africa, let us put our things in place. We really need to do it. It's about time. Oh my God, I am so excited. I am so excited, my darlings. We have officially launched the FDV website, and we have what? We've got products, we've got merch, we've got t-shirts, we've got tote bags. I am so excited. A lot of you said, Fumi, when are the t-shirts coming? And I want to tell you that I am terribly humbled. I had launched this exclusively at the meet and greet, and for the life of me, I did not know that we would sell out. I had no idea. So I had to put the money back into the business so that I could get some more t-shirts and tote bags for you. And I want to say what a journey this has been. The 2 t-shirts that I have, and I'm wearing one now with the v-neck, and I measured it so that it comes right down. Whether you're big busted, whether you're small busted, it will come right down to the center without opening with the bust. And darlings, I have what is delayed is not denied, because everything started much later in my life. I got married at 40. I had Adrian at 48. I started YouTube at 45. I started my business at 55. And so I want you guys to know that what is delayed is absolutely what is not denied. And so I made these for you in white as well as in black. It is tagless because I react to tags. We have t-shirts where you have no tags, and these go all the way from an extra large to an extra small. Some of you will be wondering, Fumi, what size are you wearing? I am wearing an extra small. We also have it in black for you, so let me show you. What is delayed is not denied. There you go. So whatever your preference, if you like white, if you like black, go right ahead. I love both. It is absolutely fabulous. Everybody, anybody can wear this, and just look at how it goes all the way down. I love it. So it covers your bottom for those of you that are conscious. You can also tuck it in halfway as well, make it loose, loungy with your jeans, and then you can roll it up. You can style it any which way that you like. I love it because you can also layer it underneath your suits because it's getting colder now, and the quality is absolutely what? Absolutely fabulous. And for my ladies that are double X, you can get the extra large because it is that big. You're going to love them. Super soft. Put them in the wash. They don't shrink. They don't shift. They don't shed. I put a lot of work into this because it was really personal. And I wanted again to send a message that what is delayed is never denied. And that means that you're only prepping yourself for greatness. It will come to you with such greatness. The next t-shirt that I made was eating my salads and minding my business. I loved it. And that's how I got here in essence. I ate my salads. I began to really have a healthier lifestyle. A healthier lifestyle, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Meaning that what no longer served me, I no longer wanted. I think that I just thought I can just bash myself around. I can abuse myself. I can ill-treat myself. You don't say beautiful things to yourself. But I would say to everybody else, oh girl, you're fabulous, gorgeous, this, that. I never said it to myself. And I began to realize that, Fumi, you know what? In the eating your salads is a representation of really taking a healthier stance to all of you, to everything of you. And salads are healthy, but you have the mental, you have the emotional. So I started speaking positively to myself. It was amazing. It really was amazing. I got more confident. and I really began to love myself. And in part was when I started to say, Fumi, wear your natural hair. You are beautiful. You say it to others, you don't say it to yourself. And when I started to say it to myself, I began to have more confidence. I also realized that, Fumi, you don't have to be in any negative spaces, negative anywhere, because what? I am healthier. Hence the eating my salads. The minding my business was amazing, because the more I minded my business, the more time I had to be productive with my life. Isn't that a trip? Oh my God. That is the real meaning of this. Mind my business. So I really wasn't into the gossip. I really wasn't into unproductive conversation. I sat at a table, and every girl, lady, woman, female at that table was a CEO. When I tell you, we talked about production, we talked about fulfillment centers, we talked about where you can get better fabrics from Prague, from Portugal, from Bangladesh, from this, from that. I was rejuvenated, and I realized that, for me, when you stay away from stuff that does not serve you and is not productive to you, you truly mind your business. And I became a better mom. I became a better wife. I spent more time with the family. I enjoyed Adrian right across the board. That is a representation, because you are weeding out what no longer serves you mentally, emotionally, physically. Eating my salads and minding my business. They also come in an extra small, and it goes all the way to an extra large, and it's a bigger, loungier size. That's another thing, because I have been different sizes on this channel. Bigger busted, smaller busted. I've been curvy. I've been a limousine girl, and I loved every stage of me. I did. I really did. And that was why I said, I'm going to make it a loose fit. Why? Because if you're a curvy girl, it will suit you. If you're a slimmer girl, it will suit you. If you're an athletic girl, it will suit you. It's no longer what you look like. Truly, it's how you feel. And my limousine girls and my curvy girls, do you know, at that stage was one of my happiest times of my life, because it was when I gave birth to Adrian. This body created life when I was told so many times that it couldn't. And that was how I really realized, it became so clear to me that, woman, you're amazing. Men can wear it too, my darling boys. I will come out with a crew neck, but I thought, let me come out with a V-neck so that you can put all of your jewelry. That's another thing. You can put all of your jewelry, you can put all of your necklaces. It's just enough for it to show. It is just enough. When I tell you, this took so long, and it's plain in front, and you got the message in the back. You see, when you're walking away, clicking in your heels, that's the message. I lived for it. So those are the t-shirts, my darlings. If they sell out, don't panic. Don't panic. I will order some more, okay? And then we have what? We have our tote bag. We have our tote bag with the thicker straps that you can carry with you, and you can take this to the gym. It's a sports bag. You can take it to the gym. You can take it to the supermarket. You can take it to work. It's got the logos on both ends. And I'm going to show you something also. You have a magnetic clip, so you can clip it in. It will hold in together. Also, when you pull it apart, you will have the label also in the bag, and then you've got a big purse right here to put all of your keys. But guess what? Multi-purpose, my darling. You can also fold this bag. So I'm going to show you as is. You just turn it in like so on both sides. There you go. You fold it. Guess what? You fold it into the opening pochette. And there you go. There you go. So you can have this as an extra shopping bag. You can have this as an extra bag when you're going anywhere, even on the airport when you're traveling. It's so handy. So handy. It's a canvas bag. It is absolutely washable. It does not change. And we have it in pink. We have it in orange. We have it in sky blue, of which I live and love. Yes, and then we also have it in ice cream because I love ice cream, and I also love yogurt. So baby girl, you are looking absolutely cute. I hope you enjoy these, my darlings. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for riding with me. This is just the beginning, because the bras are coming, the slips are coming, the panties are coming, the makeup, the skincare, the Afro hair care kit is coming. It's all coming, my darling. This is a black-owned brand, and I am self-funded. My financier is my wonderful husband. Thank you. Thank you, Ula. Thank you for the unconditional love and support. I could never do any of this without him. You're so generous. And God bless you. And God bless you too, my beautiful Fumi Nation. And I am so excited. The link is below. And I will be sharing how to wear the t-shirts, different styles, different suits for you. Thank you so very much. God bless. Bye-bye. Yay! We have launched. We have launched. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I am so excited. I am what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.